Hare Krishna. We just saw how Hiranyakashipu was torturing his son, who was just 5 year old, and to the extent that he threw him from cliffs, put him in the mouth of the snakes, and he even tried to burn him off alive, and etc. And he asked of his son, 5 year old son Prahlad, what was the strength of all his, what was the source of all his strength, and what is the secret that he is always able to survive and not give up the devotional service. So Prahlad replied to him that Prahlad gave him a proper reply, and when on hearing this, rather than being pleased, Hiranyakashipu was very furious. So he is very furious. Now, this reply to the father was like a torture to Hiranyakashipu. Prahlad explained here to him that the source of his strength is the same as it is for everyone, for every person. So in Bhagavad Gita, we have this shloka, Rasoham Apsu Kaunteya Prabhasmi Shashi Surya Yoho Pranava Sarva Vedeshu Shabda Khe Paurusham Nrushu. So in this Bhagavad Gita shloka, Krishna says that he is the source of all this. He is the taste of water, light of sun and moon, syllable Om in the Vedic mantras, and he is the sound in ether and ability in man. Bhagavad Gita 7.8. The Prahlad was not agitated by the antagonism from the crown, but Hiranyakashipu could tolerate no more. And the same person who that Prahlad worshipped all the time without fail arrived on the scene in the amazing form of Narsingh. So Hiranyakashipu, despite every boon he had, he could not stand a chance. And the origin of Prahlad's strength chose the side of devotion, proving that Asura mindset never wins in the long run. So, what is the secret of Prahlad's strength? Actually, the people say if celibacy is required and brahmacharya is required, but Prahlad was just 5 year old, and he did not practice so much things. So one should start devotion at a very young age. It is a Kaumara archery, because at that time our mind is very raw, and if you have performed some devotion in the childhood, the Lord is maintains it. He never forgets the favors that you have done, the services that you have done, and so he protects. Even if you are grown up, he will protect you. It doesn't mean that the child was celibate by birth, like they don't have to. The children are not subject to so much they say, but Prahlad was 5 year old and he was given all kind of sufferings. His own father pushed him from the cliff, put him in the mouth of snakes, tried to burn him, but was he not subject to all kind of torture and illicit? This is all the illicit thing, isn't it? Father himself is doing pushing son into all this things, and Prahlad was just a child. So people say that brahmacharya and celibacy is not required. Sometimes they say, but Prahlad Maharaj was determined in devotional service. He was protected by the Lord. He did not have to practice such things as brahmacharya, celibacy, because his mind was fully engrossed in the Lord. He could not think of anything but devotional service, so he was always protected, and that was the source of his strength. Now, people practice determination by practicing, they cultivate determination by practicing celibacy. In the modern, what is the most modern example of determination? We have Mahatma Gandhi, who chose to remain celibate at the age of 36. He left his wife, children, and chose to remain celibate and lead a life of non-violence. The British Empire had made every plans to foil all this, the fight against the violence of the British. But uh, Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi, he suggested that even if they react with violence, he shall remain non-violent. In this way, he said, the world will sympathize with us. Such a policy required a great amount of determination, and Gandhi's determination was very strong because he was a brahmachari. Although he had a children, wife, and he chose this path, and so he was very much determined and powerful. It's not necessary to do anything else. So refraining from this sense gratification indulgence is must. So whatever be the process, hatha yoga, bhakti yoga, or jnana yoga, the brahmacharya or celibacy is must. So the that was about how to be determine and stay fixed in one's own goal or focus. And what is the way out for this? It is about meditation, fixing your mind on Krishna. In this Krishna conscious, to cultivate Krishna consciousness, what do we practice? Meditation, fixing the mind on the Vishnu Murti, that is the form of Krishna, that is Krishna himself. And this the sense gratification and devotional service are two opposite directions. If you are into sense gratification, they are violating celibacy, brahmacharya. You cannot do some devotional service. And if you are doing devotional service, then these things cannot attack you. The violation of these regulative principles cannot attack you. So this is the way we must keep in mind and go on and not get disturbed by any impediments that are being thrown or any violence that comes the way. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.